Hey guys, it's Dano here, and we have Yahel again today. Today we're going to be discussing how to work with forward head syndrome. It's kind of when your posture is a little bit forward of like this, might have rounded shoulders. And it's a common complaint with a lot of people who spend time on computers or driving, and a lot of us have postural issues that we're wanting to correct. It's a two-phase process to try and correct it, and the first thing you want to do is actually release out the pec. So even though your shoulders are rounded and we're trying to ultimately strengthen your upper back, the tightness is coming from the front of the body. So the first thing you want to do is actually release and open and stretch the front of the body, primarily your pec major. So like we've discussed in previous videos before, you always want to release the muscle before you stretch it. So I'm going to show you a release using our faithful balls here, and I'm going to have Yahel grab the ball and just place it against the wall and your chest. The ball is going to be pressing up into the muscle that is tight. Your pec starts in the middle of your chest and goes all the way to the top of the arm here. So anywhere in that area that you start off is great. You're going to have tightness anywhere in that area. You don't want to do the whole area in one day. You can break it down over a period of a week and just take one area at a time. And so just a little bit of movement. Now what Yahel could also do is just take his arm up against the wall, and that's going to add a little bit more length in the muscle, and it's going to put the body under, the muscle under a little bit more of a stretch there. And you want to do it for probably 90 seconds, a little bit more if you're used to it. And this is the first thing to do, which will help release out your pec major. From this point, we're going to do a quick standing stretch. So I'm going to have the ball, and then we're going to have Yahel just take his hand and place it flat against the wall. If you are super tight in your forearms and biceps, you might want to lift your fingers a little bit away from the wall. Yahel's pretty strong, and he's been doing the stretch for a while, so you're pressing in. This is going to stretch you all the way from the tip of your fingers through all this fascia here, but it is going to get you there. And to increase the stretch, you would just move the arm back, and that's actually going to get the stretch through this area here. So we release out the pec with the ball, and then we go into this little plucking grape stretch. This hand there is plucking the grapes, and that's how it's got its name. If you have time, you can add some other stretches that use gravity, and we're going to show you those now. But these two things, if you do them twice a day for 10 days, is really going to change the way your posture is working, taking you from that forward head, giving your shoulders a little bit of space so that your neck can be a little longer. So we're going to go over to the roller on the floor to show you those extra stretches. And so we're going to take it over here. There we go. So we're going to have Yahel lay long ways on the roller, back of head and sacrum supported by the roller. And then from here, what we're going to do is just take the arm level with the shoulder. So you want to basically have this arm bone level with your shoulder, and then you're going to bend the elbow. And what this is doing is it's draping the arm around the roller, which is getting you stretched. So of course, if you're trying to undo your rounded shoulders, this is a great way of doing it. Now once you're here and you want to intensify this stretch, you would exhale and allow your exhalation to pull the ribs in, and what this is doing is grounding the rib cage down, and that's giving you a stretch through there. Again, this can be a passive thing where you would hang out and stay here for maybe 2 or 3 minutes. And this is in addition to the stuff that you've done against the wall. And then let's finish off with some arm circles. This is a little bit more dynamic, so you take those arms over your head, and then you would allow the arms to circle down, and then lifting them up through center, and then inhaling, allowing those arms to go back and around. And this gets the mobility into it. So what you have is a release for the muscle that we did with the ball against the wall, a stretch, doing the grape plucking exercise or the chicken wing exercise on here, and now we're adding mobility. So you've got 3 actions that are going to start to reverse the postural dysfunction that we are trying to correct. And there you have it for today. Thank you very much, and we will see you soon. Thank you, Yahel. Thanks a lot.
Bye.